A new running back has potentially become available for the Denver Broncos. J.K. Dobbins is out indefinitely, most likely the remainder of the season. So Denver's going to need to find a way to consistently manufacture a ground game. RJ Harvey did okay in his first game as the starter, but there were still some plays on tape where he wants to bounce everything to the outside. He doesn't let the rushing lane up the middle develop. He's not a downhill rushing threat. That's just not his game. Jaleel McLaughlin did some nice things in that game against the Chiefs downhill as a rushing threat, but there's only so many things he can do just because of his size. You can't give him too many snaps because of durability concerns, and anytime he's on the field, it's basically a tell for the defense that he's going to get the football. So you're not going to give him a bunch of touches for that reason. Then you've got Tyler Bidet, who's the third down pass protection running back. Outside of pass blocking, there isn't a whole lot that Tyler Bidet does at a consistent level. He's not a consistent rushing threat, and in the receiving game, he puts the ball on the carpet way too often. So the Denver Broncos need to get more production out of their running back room, and at this point, an outside addition may be necessary. I want to go ahead and bring in this tweet here from Ari Mirov. The Texans are moving on from running back Dameon Pierce. If that name sounds familiar, it's because in his rookie year in 2022, he had a really nice campaign and looked like the next big thing at the running back position. Over 900 yards, he's just 25 years old and has fallen out of favor with the Houston Texans. Let's go ahead and bring in his Pro Football Reference page here. So, he's 5'10" and 215 pounds, which is bigger than all the other backs that are available on the Broncos roster right now. That would certainly help us out. We've needed a bigger back on this roster, another bigger back on this roster for some time, and I think Dameon Pierce would do a nice job filling that role. Bringing in his stats. In his rookie year, 220 carries for 939 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns, a really solid 4.3 yards per carry, a success rate of 47.7. He doesn't offer a whole lot in the receiving game. 30 receptions, 165 yards, and just 1 receiving touchdown. He definitely had a sophomore slump in 2023 with a new system coming in. You had Bobby Slowick as the offensive coordinator coming in under D'Amico Ryans. 145 carries for just 416 yards and 2 touchdowns in that season. His success rate went down to 37.9, and he had just 2.9 yards per attempt on the ground. That's not great, Bob. So, he lost his job there in Houston. Joe Mixon came in 2024, and Dameon Pierce, he actually was a lot more productive in that season in terms of yards per carry. He had a whopping 7.3 yards per carry last year in a limited third down role. 40 carries, 293 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. This year, he hasn't really gotten on the field at all, and it just feels like Dameon Pierce needs a fresh start. And given the fact that his skill set matches what the Denver Broncos need, I would not be surprised at all if they were to pounce. He's going to have to pass through waivers. That is the thing with Dameon Pierce. So, the Broncos right now, they are 20th on the waiver wire order. It's the same as their draft pick from this past draft. There's probably some other team out there that's a little more desperate at the running back position who's ahead of Denver on the waiver wire that would put in a claim for him. I fully expect the Broncos to put in a claim. If they don't, maybe they're hoping that he passes through waivers. If he passes through waivers, Denver should definitely bring him in. He's on the final year of his rookie contract, so if Denver were to claim him off waivers, they would inherit the rest of that deal really cheap, so money is not a big issue here. At this point, this would be a low-risk, potentially high-reward move for the Broncos, bringing in a guy who had some success early on, has tapered off ever since. You're kind of hoping maybe he can reharness some of that magic here in Denver. And why not, man? The Broncos need help at that position. They need somebody who can be a physical downhill runner, and at this point in time, Dameon Pierce is probably the best option who's available. it's very slim pickings right now. The running back market in terms of free agents available is not very good. And even guys who are sitting on practice squads right now, it's very slim pickings. I bet the Broncos are kind of hoping that or wishing that the J.K. Dobbins injury had happened a week earlier than it did. That way they could have traded for somebody at the deadline, maybe a Breece Hall, for example. It sucks that the timing was what it was and the Broncos couldn't address anything at the trade deadline, but now they've got the opportunity to maybe at least bring somebody in who could stabilize the position if all goes well, and Dameon Pierce would at least fit that bill. So I am very curious, Broncos country, do you think that Dameon Pierce would make sense for this team? Do you think that he'd be a good low-risk, potentially high-reward move? Or do you think he washed out in Houston for a reason? There's a reason why Houston's moving on. The Denver Broncos should stay away for those reasons. Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts, as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video, as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. Additionally, if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. It's not mandatory whatsoever, but if you want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out, helping the channel grow, helping improve the production quality of these videos, I would really appreciate it. The link is in the description below. Before we get out of here, guys, I want to tell you about the affiliate partner for today's video, Green Gridiron Helmets. Use code DENSYN, DENSYN, link in the description below to save off your first purchase on authentic NFL helmets. From small replicas like this one behind me to full-size authentic helmets, they've got it all. Again, that is code DENSYN, DENSYN, link in the description below to save off your first purchase from Green Gridiron. Thank you so much to them. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.